morning guys, today we are going to get some props to make a rug. I have seen that on TikTok a couple of times and I've had this vision of making a lettering rug. So me and my sister Celine, here she is. We're gonna go to Spotlight and get some props. I've got everything on my phone. We're gonna need fabric, punch needle, staple gun, PVA glue, and some chunky colored yarn. I'm not sure what color I'm gonna make my rug. I think I'm gonna keep it 3 colors. And yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, what size do you want?
Tall please.
Over 7-3,
Thank you. Hazelnut latte. Here we are. I think that's what we need. Background lettering embellishments. Background lettering embellishments. We're just gonna get one of each for now. We might need to come back and get more, but quick update guys, they didn't have any punch needles and they didn't have that monk fabric, so we're gonna have to order it online. Finally, I think I have all of the props required to make the rug. I bought this from the craft shop. This, I've ordered it on Etsy. It's a monk cloth fabric and it's apparently perfect to make a rug. These are just some of the tools that I might be needing. So I have a measuring tape, fabric scissors, a stapler. I've never used one of these. It's gonna be fun. I've got some markers and of course, very important, the punch needles. I've got 2 because we're making 2 rugs today. I think we've got everything. What's important, we've got the fabric, we've got the 2 frames, we've got the threads or the yarn, different colors, and we've got the 2 punch needles. Yeah, and then, yeah. We're gonna try and cut this to the right size and staple it to the frame. I think it's gonna be quite a big rug. I'm excited. Okay, so first things first, we're going to create the templates on Photoshop actual size, because we're gonna make 2 rugs. One for my cat and Celine's making one for her dog. One for Nietzsche and one for Parker. So let's start with Nietzsche. Alright, so Nietzsche's rug is 87 by 62 centimeters. Parker's is 92 by 62.5. So let's create that. 300 and create it, save it. I'm gonna do 2 frames. Now I'm gonna grab my iPad. Here it is. So we've got Nietzsche and Parker. Let's just share that on my MacBook. There it is. Okay, so let's cut this to the right size. Where did it go? This is perfect. I think this is looking pretty awesome so far. I think it looks like a real rug already.
It does not look
It
like a rug.
does look like we are professionals and we know what we're doing. Side note, don't trace your artwork on the right side. Flip it, because don't do it like me, like that. Because then technically you're gonna punch it this way, but then the right face is gonna be at the back. So if I flip it, turn it around,
It doesn't say
niche is gonna be reversed. So make sure you draw it in reverse. So completely ignore that. We're gonna do it again. first punch in the punch needle rug. Nisha, what are you doing? No! Okay, so on the other side you have to pull that thread. This is working so far. No.
I know.
Guys, I think I've failed once again. The thread is actually way too big. So what I'm gonna do now is go back to the shops and get thinner thread, and hopefully it will work. So this is where I'm up to so far. I'm nearly done with the pink. I'm quite happy with how it looks. So even though you can't really see the E and the S and it's kind of all blending in, it will come out once I add the background color, which is dark gray. And this is what the back looks like. You can see I started on this side, so I am kind of getting better. Like, this is almost perfect. I'm almost done with the rug, so I'm gonna show you my method, because by now I think I'm a pro. I have this little part here left, so I'm gonna show you exactly how I do my punch needling. So let's get started. So I've got my chunky yarn with me. I don't have much left. I might need to buy more. I have put it through my punch needle. So it's coming through the end here and it's coming out here. So you don't need much hanging out. This long should be enough. As you can see, it's coming through the needle and then going out through that little hole at the back here. So it's very important that it is set up like this. I've got the yarn here, so it's coming through the center, and I have a large amount of thread hanging just in case. So to get started, you just need to punch a hole anywhere where you want to get started. I usually go through sections. So for example, here I would do something like this. So I'll just find a hole and punch through it. Then what you want to do is, with your hand underneath the rug, you want to grab that dangling bit and just pull it through. So now it's underneath the rug. So you want to make sure there's enough, and then you can start punching. What I like to do is not keep my needle on a straight angle. I like to keep it on the side, and because I'm a lefty, I think it works really well. So if you were right-handed, you would hold it like this. So you want to make sure you're holding your pen in the direction you want to go. So I'm going to go towards this line. So what I'm going to do is just pull it out a little bit, and you can see my needle is appearing here, and you want to just come out as little as possible. So what I'm going to do now is just punch through another hole towards that direction, and I'm actually going 2 holes to the right, whatever works for you. So I'm 2 holes and I'm punching, and then I'm gonna pull the needle just a little bit and punch 2 holes to the right, and just like that. So you want to keep a fairly slow rhythm, and really you want to keep the same angle with your hand the entire time. So as you can see, my hand is not moving, only my fingers are pushing the needle where it needs to go. And I'm going in the same direction, and I think it really helps to have your hand on an angle like that and just trying to keep the same amount of distance in between each punch. And then of course here I am at an angle, so what I do is make sure I go this way with my needle. So I'm gonna position my needle up and then I can keep going. Best tip is to actually move your artboard around, so I would have to move it so I'm actually punching in this direction. So as you can see, I'm kind of going around. I'm just gonna keep going until I reach the center. If you stuff up, which happens, it's very simple. You just pull it out and then do it again. So let me show you, for example, if you go around one way and your thread is actually out and you don't have enough hanging, it will create something like that, which is not correct. And all you have to do is just pull it, and then you pull the thread all the way down so that it's super tight here, and then you just go again. I'm just making sure I'm doing as many punches as possible, and yeah, pretty much that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days every evening. What I've been enjoying at the moment is listening to audiobooks while doing this. I think it's really cool. I feel like it's super relaxing, and yeah, I'm already thinking about doing a second rug. So I'm getting close to the end of this section, so I'm just going to show you how I would finish it. So just keep punching until there is no white showing. A couple more and one last one. Alright, so with the last one you want to leave it in. So you can see my needle coming out this way, so you just want to pull on that little thread coming through the needle. You pull as much as you need until it makes a little loop like that, and then you're gonna grab your scissors and just cut this thread in half. Alright, and then you can pull your needle on the other side. There it is. So you should be left with two threads. So that was the starting thread and the end thread. A lot of people cut them off at the end, but I've been cutting them off as I go because why not? You just have to be more careful, I suppose, not to pull the thread when you do it. But yeah, I just like seeing the actual thing coming to life. So yeah. This is starting to look like a rug. So now that the design is finished, I'm going to take it off the frame and remove the staples before cutting off the excess. Oh my god, I love it.
It's got all of the nice stitching detail.
I am done. Okay guys, so the next step is to cut very tiny slits in the edge, and you don't want to go all the way to the thread. You just want to leave maybe just centimeters. I'm following Curry Goat. Go and check him out if you want a full step-by-step tutorial. Alright, let's move on to the next step. I'm gonna try it first, then I will show you guys how I do it. I think I got the hang of it by now. So you're gonna need a little thread like this. It's just like a metal wire that's like bent in half. I don't know if you guys can see. You're gonna need your yarn. Of course, I'm using the same color as my background, but feel free to use whatever color. And you are going to need a big needles, and the hole here is big enough to put the thread. So you want to grab a piece of thread which is not too big. So I reckon about 2 meters will be just fine, and then you just cut it off. You're gonna grab your metal thread and then you just bring it in the center like that. So it should be pulling, and then you're gonna bring it through the needle. And that should bring the thread through. You want to make sure there's an even amount of thread on both sides of the needle, just like that. So I like to put the fabric in, so I'm just kind of rolling it towards the rug. Then with my needle, I'm just gonna start punching. I like to punch right at the limit of my rug, somewhere around here. And then I'll pull it all the way down until I've got about 5 centimeters. And then I'm just gonna go again, and I wanna make sure this hanging thread is in. So I'm gonna go over it, and you can start repeating the same process until you run out of the thread. Make sure it's as tight as possible. That will secure the rug nicely. You want to go up until you have this much thread left, so it's about the size of my needle. And then you're gonna flip your rug. That's what the back looks like. And then you're gonna simply bring the thread in. So you want to bring it as far as possible behind those loops. I like to just move my needle this way, so I make sure I don't go through any thread, and it kind of works. You want to try and bring it through as far as possible. I think it's coming out here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now you want to pull it. It's gonna bring the thread all the way in, and it will be nice and secure. And then you want to just drop it off nice and tight. That's it. You just do that all the way around. Obviously fix little things like that, so you just create an extra loop and do the same process for small details like that. All right, let's do this. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making my first rug. I am absolutely in love with it. So I wanted to do a quick Q&A, but I'll keep this one short as it's already quite a long video. So I'll be answering 4 of your questions, guys, that you've been asking me on Instagram. So let me just grab my laptop. So the first question is, how do you store your files and brushes, and what is your backup system? So I store all of my files on an external hard drive that I manage from my desktop computer. I actually have a few of them, and they're all about 4 terabytes. Of course, I have multiple copies of all of my work files on each different hard drives. I actually don't store anything on my iPad, and I also use iCloud to store all of my photos, and I pay monthly for my iCloud subscription. I hope that answers your question. The next question is, what motivates you the most and what makes you continue drawing? I am naturally a motivated person. I cannot sit still and do nothing, otherwise I feel guilty. But I think that what makes me continue drawing constantly is the fact that I don't really see my work as a chore, but more as a productive hobby. It's true that if you do what you love, you won't see your work as hard and painful, but more as meaningful and actually fulfilling. I am also really obsessed with seeing my students make improvements, however big or small, and I love seeing them getting addicted to seeing results. That's what helps me stay motivated to grow and learn constantly. And I am on a mission to help as many creatives as possible to improve their lettering skills as well as mine. So if you get clear on what you love about what you do and you know what you want to achieve, then that's how you can stay motivated long term. The next question is, what do you find the most difficult? Think about the background or about the style for the lettering. I think they both require a lot of time and attention, but for me personally, I like to start with the lettering first, which I find it easier, and then I try to create a background that will make that style of lettering stand out. Yeah, I think it really helps to write down your ideas before you even start drawing. If you start with a clear concept and you know exactly what you want to do, it will be a lot easier to come up with both the background but also the lettering. And the last question is, I know you would be asking, when will the textile lettering class be available? Guys, I promise very soon. It's taken me a bit longer, but to be honest, I was still training my textile lettering skills on Procreate, but I promise it will be worth the wait. In the meantime, feel free to check out my other lettering courses. If you don't know, I currently have 3 online courses available. So 3D Letters Masterclass, Chalk Lettering Masterclass, and RetroSign Masterclass. I currently have a birthday discount for the entire month of July as well, that you can use on any of my courses, and the code is birthday5. Or you could buy all 3 courses at once and purchase the Lettering Masterclass bundle and save 20%. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, of course, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video.